everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Valeen Oseh again. If you're seeing me for the first time, hello. I hope you consider subscribing before leaving today. Okay, we can't wait to have you in this family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. Guys, I use this platform to share my experiences here in the United States of America. So if you're interested in anything like that, definitely consider subscribing. Okay, now I started a series recently, and that series I tagged it Study Abroad Interview Series, where I get to interview, students who were one time aspiring international students, but are now current international students. So they share their journey from the beginning to the very end. And by that, I mean, they tell me and they tell you how it all started, the processes they took, the, different means, methodologies, their interview experience, the school choice, everything like that. And, every other secret that you need to know to become better and to scale through your whole journey, study abroad journey. Now, if you're interested in knowing more, you're definitely advised to click the link in the description down below so you can become a part of my Telegram group where you gain access to aspiring and current international students and have all of your questions answered. In today's video, I'm going to be interviewing Good News, and I hope that his story would definitely inspire, motivate, and encourage you to continue pushing and not to give up on your dreams. Good News is currently here, so I'm just going to admit him and let's get started. And while you're watching the video, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and we'll definitely get them answered. I'll see you guys as we continue this video. Bye. All right, everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Valeen Oseh again, and today I have Good News with me. We're going to be talking about his journey, his study abroad journey, how it started, everything. I guess you've been watching a couple of my study abroad interview series, and you already know what this is about. So Good News is going to share his, story with us. I mean, the essence of this video is to encourage all of you, motivate you, and just let you know that sometimes it's not really as easy as it seems, but people have done it and they succeeded, and their story would in one way or another inspire and motivate you to keep pushing. So Good News is somebody that I met randomly, but he's going to be the one to tell you how it all happened and everything. And I can't wait to hear most of his journey, stories and everything, because I only just know a bit. So Good News, please tell us, introduce yourself, Abi. Let's just get to know who this person is. I mean, you're even looking fresh.
What to do?
What to do, Abi?
Okay, my name is I'm again with Good News. My middle name is Oseh. I have to add that. Yeah, I'm from Edo State, Nigeria, and I'm a graduate from the University of Benin, UNIBEN. Yeah. So the entire journey began in sometime around last year, 2019. Sorry, 2 years ago. Wow. Okay.
You're not the only one that has done that.
Wow, this is 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So I saw this application online for Education USA Opportunity Funds, and it was like an avenue to get people to study abroad, particularly in the US. So I did go for it and applied, and some months after I got a successful email, you understand, congratulations, you're in, a sort of mail. And then that's where the actual process actually began. And then started preparing for GRE and TOEFL and all of those things, inclusive of interviews. So
what interviews?
Yeah, I actually interviewed some professors.
Wow, for to be their student or to
yes, to be their student, yeah. And the whole process was, it's not really as smooth as many people were expecting it to be, and it was really a tough process. There were a lot of ups and downs, and then emotional fluctuations and all, And then at the end of the day, I got an admit from UAB, and likewise, so I decided to, well, I'll go for this. I'll go for UAB. I'll go for UAB.
The courses what was your background? Like, what's your background in?
Okay. I finished from civil engineering. Yeah. So, and I did apply for a PhD in civil engineering at UAB. So, sort of like straight PhD, but along the line you have to still do your masters and all that. Yeah. So, that's what I applied for, and that's what I got an admit into. But like I said earlier, the entire process, there's a lot of things involved, like the interviews, the exams, and I did a lot of interviews.
So how many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 6 schools. Yeah, 6 in total, 6 schools. Yeah, I did apply to 6 schools.
So the schools, you remember you said that you received a successful email from when you applied. I can't remember what it was that you applied for the first time, and then what was that? Was that like a scholarship thingy, or
Education USA? It's like it's US Education USA. It's all like under the US Embassy.
Yeah. And
they've actually taken some students, and then they finance their application process to school in the US. They help you catalyze the process, they help you finance the process, they help you with a lot of information, and it makes the process way much easier. You have a lot of information at your grasp, and you know how to go about a lot of things with so much ease.
So it's not like they are applying to the schools for you, or you get to apply to the schools?
No, you do the application, they finance it.
Okay.
And they give you as many information and advising as you require. So whenever you need some advice, whenever you need something, you definitely need advisors. Right. Yeah. So they come in and they are available for that.
Okay, so after that happened, you started applying to your schools.
Yeah, I started applying.
Schools did you apply to? You said you applied to 6 schools.
6, yes. 6 schools.
What are the schools? I know UAB is one.
Yeah, UAB, RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and New York University, NYU, University of Rhode Island, University of Washington, Seattle.
Okay. That's a lot. So was there any reason behind your choice of school?
I was looking for schools with structural engineering programs, and then I was also looking for schools with good funding.
So 2 things.
Yeah.
Funding, and then a school that is in line with what your major is.
Yeah.
So was there any school that was somewhat easier than the others during the application process? How many admits did you also get?
Yeah, I got 4 admits and 2 rejects. Yeah. I got a reject from University of Washington, Seattle, and then RPI, but I got admits from the others.
So what then was your deciding factor as to this is the university I'm going to?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I needed a professor that I could relate easily with, and someone whose research interest tallies with mine, and then with good funding. Likewise, you understand, it's a double package. You have good funding, and then you have someone that you can easily relate with, someone that I believe his research will tally with mine, and someone that I can easily go to for supervision and all that. So I combined those factors, and then I think UAB was the best choice.
Then you went to UAB. Go Blazers! So, okay, now we're done with your the whole phase of application,
yeah,
deciding which school, getting admits, and then deciding which of these schools should I even go with? Now I have 4 admissions from 4 good universities. Which of them do I go with? We're done with all of that. We're moving into the phase where, your interview phase, where you have to like apply for your US visa, whatever, and then how you prepared for that and how your experience was at the US Embassy for you, because you were going there as a PhD student. Is it different? Is the interview process different for a PhD student, or is the same pretty much for any graduate student? So want to know all of that, the embassy you went to, what you did differently, how you dressed, did you go there with a fine boy hat, and all of those things, how did you prepare and things like that?
Well, the whole application process was because of the whole COVID and all that. I had started preparing as at let's say April.
Wow.
Yeah, I started preparing already. Yeah, I was expecting to go around June, but then the whole COVID and all this drama. So I consumed a lot of books.
I'm not surprised.
So I was reading transcripts. I would read people's transcripts, and I would try to figure out, okay, why was this person denied? I try to put myself in the position of the interviewer, like the visa officer, and I see myself as the one quizzing the person. And then when the person replies, before I even look at the response, I was like, this guy, you're not getting it.
That is funny.
Then I actually consumed also I consumed some videos too on YouTube. Yeah, your videos were really helpful, and so I combined all of these. But I think I actually over-prepared though. Yeah, over-prepared. So it was like over-preparation. At the end of the day, you know those kind of exams that you read are like, why did I ever suffer myself?
Why do you feel that way? Now, sometimes should someone strike a balance between over preparation and not being prepared, just being there? What would you say? Is it better to be over prepared than be under prepared?
Yeah, I think I would, despite the fact that after every process of over preparation, you ask yourself, why did I over prepare? It's still better to over prepare than to under prepare, because at the end of the day, it's better you are regretting over preparation than then you are regretting, why did I not do this? Why did I not do this? Why did I not do this? And then you are regretting, you have to go back and start again. But this time you are like, oh, why did I do this? Yeah, you've gotten it good. But then your regret is now positive vibes kind of regret, understand? But it's always good to prepare, to make sure you figure out what's happening, to make sure you understand what you are going for, to understand every possibility, every possible question, and to understand why. I also watched Education USA videos, like the visa officers were the ones giving this orientation, where they explained what exactly they are looking for, and what the reasons why they are asking you some of the questions they ask. So I did listen to a lot of their sections. I was part of a lot of sections, and I get to understand that they are basically doing their job. Their job is to make sure that you are a good candidate for their country. You are not just saying you are a student, you are actually a student. You are not just saying you are going to study, you're actually going to study. And then you have the financial capacity to study, because there are a lot of homeless people. You should not just go to their country and join the homeless people they are trying to take care of. So they want to check, okay, this guy is financially buoyant. Okay, this guy is a viable student. And then this guy has home ties. He most likely will definitely come back. So that's where the home ties come into play. So I watch all of those, and then I wrote some stops and like, okay, this category, check. This category, check. I created, like some other people do, I created my own transcript. I asked myself some questions, and then I think I have the book.
Please, if you do, can you share it with us?
Oh. Well, it's kind of jam-packed. I don't know if it will be. I don't think it will be of any help, because it's just
No, it will be of help, and you can
Okay.
even scan. You can even take a photo of it and send later to me.
yeah. That would be okay. And see,
Yeah.
I don't know, is anything
Oh.
showing?
Yeah, it's showing now. Oh, you need to send a photo of this. Is good.
Yeah, I will do that.
Definitely good.
And then on the actual day of the interview, we booked a priority appointment because it was just November, and then they were just opening for operation at Abuja. So there was a lot of tension and fear at the onset, like, okay, will these guys open up before January? Because spring 2021 had to defer from fall to spring, because I didn't think I was going to defer again. I was not hoping to defer again because from fall to spring and then back to fall. So I was hoping and believing that come January, I'll be gone. So yeah, I went for the interview because they opened up and priority appointment, and it was quite cool and easy per se. I think the first question was why UAB, and another thing I heard from the VOC during all those their orientation is they try their best to make sure you are not mechanical. In other words, you're not just giving them a mechanical response. You're not just giving them something rehearsed. They want you to just be natural so they can easily evaluate you. Yeah, I've rehearsed a number of times, and then the Education USA advisors did the rehearsal with us the previous night. So I tried my best to be as natural as possible. So when say why UAB, like I said earlier, I was looking for school with the faculty's research tallies with my own research and all that juicy stuff. And they were on my I-20, so they could see all of the informations there. And I actually think, sorry?
Did they ask for your I-20?
Yeah, they did. So I gave it to them. I gave them my passport and all that. And they asked the first question, why UAB? And the second question, they asked, okay, what have I done in civil engineering? Like, what have I done in civil engineering that I'm going to study?
Good question.
So actually, that question was not part of all of the things
I'm even interested.
So basically, I just saw it as an interview. I started giving them my portfolio, what I have done, where I have worked, where I was working, and it was okay. He said okay, and then he moved over to the next question. He asked about my research. And then I told him, and then I further, I did a lot of explanation. I was explaining why I chose the research and then the advantage this research will have in Nigeria, and considering some of the
So what was your research topic, or what's your research?
The use of the integration of technology in structural development. So I gave some of all those stuffs. And then I gave some of all those damn informations, 19 this and that, and how some of the projects in Nigeria have spanned longer than they should, basically because of some of the crude methods of implementation. So I focused on maybe a way of integrating some advanced tech way of moving current construction methodologies forward. So rather than constructing a dam for 20 to 50 years, the Mambila Dam, which will give us 24/7 light and all that, maybe you compress the time to 3 to 5 years and make it better. And so that was it. And they turned off the mic, and the two of them, they were discussing, they were chatting.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you feeling when they started chit-chatting like that?
As usual, like this guy. What are you talking about? Involve me now. Let me contribute.
Please.
So at the end of the day, they turned on the mic and he said, everything checks out. I'll be approving your results. I said, all right, thank you very much. And I started carrying this thing come out too.
I beg, how did you act when they said they've approved your visa? How did you want everybody in the line to know that?
No, I was just calm, like, yeah, you have to show that, yeah. No.
It's nothing.
It's no big deal.
No big deal.
It's no big deal outwardly, but
yeah, internally, geez.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
That was amazing. What was the your appearance like? Were you
yeah. Pastoral mood. Understand? You have to be all. I was suited up, man. I was suited up. Yeah. It's white.
So was it a black suit or a white or a
navy blue
suit?
Navy blue suit. Just I was suited up, well polished, white. Gator was, you know those kind of gators that can slice wood.
Yes, now.
Yeah,
those gators. You only do such gator when you are going to toast a babe.
Yeah, I was going to toast the view now.
You came prepared. So, how would you? I know you didn't go to the Lagos embassy, but what would you say about the Abuja embassy, like in terms of the way it's structured and everything?
It's more organized. Lagos has a lot of population, and then we have a lot of applicants there. So you could expect. I think maybe the very first time I went for a visa interview several years back was in Lagos. And then, if you like, you go there by 4. You are going to see Dugbe Market. You will meet a lot of people, and those persons, except maybe if you are good with people, if you believe you like seeing a lot of people and it makes you calm, that would be better for you. But if you are somebody that likes to converse with yourself and then you don't like so much people in the environment, I think Abuja would be better. But it all depends on you. But Abuja is way more organized, and because of the people, not necessarily because of the organization per se, it's because of the number of applicants. A lot of persons go to Lagos. If there's going to be a ratio, it could be 1:3 Abuja, that is Abuja to Lagos. A lot of persons go to Lagos and less persons visit Abuja. That's what I think, though. So there's a lot of rush, and then the psychological effects too. I don't know, I may be wrong, but when you are interviewing a lot of persons, like if you meet customer care agents, speaking about Nigeria customer care agents now, if you meet them in the morning when they've interviewed less number of persons, they are most likely going to answer you gently. But when you come when they've answered a lot of people with different character, the one that is coming to claim rights and the one that is coming to, you definitely will get a different response.
Of course.
So there's a psychological effect to that. You will definitely get a different response. So there is the lady, let's say we have 2 different bank branches. There's one that is with less population and there's one that we have a lot of population. I personally believe the guy with less people to attend to will definitely treat you better than the one that, I don't know, my opinion though. I might be wrong, like I said.
Makes a lot of sense. Were you allowed to sit when you got into the embassy? Because I've had people, I think I interviewed someone and then she said that there was this, you could sit down and then when it was your turn, you that wasn't the case in Lagos. Was that something that was?
Yeah. I actually sat down and then they started calling the names and then you have to hear whatever sounds like your name. Like for somebody like me with a very long name, just pick anything similar, that's you.
Oh wow. So wow, you went for your interview one time and you got it, and something that was peculiar about your case is that you were asked a totally different question. I think it's majorly because you are a PhD student. So would you say that based off of the transcripts that you were able to analyze over time, would you say that there was some sort of difference with your interview because you are somewhat like PhD research based everything?
Yeah, like the experience question. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah, so basically they ask about your program and then maybe tell you to talk about your program. not necessarily you talking about what you have done, your experience per se. So probably it could be because of the PhD or something. I don't know. You know, they have a lot of database, so it could be that they've seen something there before, or like from what I heard, 80% of the interview happens before you get there.
That's true.
So they are just using the 20% for verification and all that. So it could be maybe they've seen something or they have something.
That's really true. So moving on from visa being approved to working out, like, it's nothing. It's nothing. What then did you do after your visa was approved? How did you prepare? How many weeks did you, plan to leave? Like, how was all of that? Did you take the whole Nigeria with you coming to the United States of America?